Good morning. Welcome to Harmony Spiritual Center. Join in with us on our opening song, We Come Together.
Look at the person next to you.
Take a look at the person next to you.
Say, God loves you and I love you too.
God loves you and I love you too.
Now feel the love in the sanctuary.
Feel the love in the sanctuary.
Lift your voice and repeat after me.
Lift your voice and repeat.
We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together, we come together, in the name of love.
Start getting moving, everybody. Time to wake up. It's Sunday morning. Woo!
Take a look at the person next to you.
Take a look at the person next to you.
See, I recognize a God in you.
I
recognize the God in you.
Now feel the love in the sanctuary.
Feel the love in the sanctuary.
Lift your voice and repeat after me.
Lift your voice and repeat.
We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love. From every walk of life, every creed and color, in kinship we unite, in honor of the God in each other. Take a look at the person next to you.
Take a look at the person next to you.
Say, Namaste, I bow to you.
Namaste, I bow to you.
Now feel the love in the sanctuary.
Feel the love in the sanctuary.
Lift your voice and repeat after me.
Lift your voice and repeat.
We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together.
Oh, yes, we do. We're all
We
right
come
here.
together.
You are with
We
us.
come
You are
together.
Facebook Live. You are right here
In the
with us.
name of love, we come together.
Yeah.
We come together. We come together. In the name of love.
Oh, and good morning, everyone. We're so glad you're here and joining us through the Ethernet, and we're glad that those have shown up here, that we're very grateful for those and for everyone helping put this service on. I'm going to start with actually today's daily word was about let go and let God. When faced with a decision to make, do our thoughts turn immediately to divine guidance, or do we seek God's help only when all else fails? Unity co-founder Charles Fillmore wrote that God loves to be used, and the more you use him, the more easily you use him, and the more pleasant his help becomes. God lives in us and expresses through us. All of the attributes of God are as near as our next thoughts, and we release our attachments to limited human reasoning. We center our minds and hearts on the constant flow of divine wisdom, understanding, and strength. New possibilities for good emerge. We move forward with confidence. From there you will seek the Lord your God, and you will find him in the search after him with all your heart and soul. Deuteronomy 4:29. And we will now do our affirmations. Affirming that Spirit is our source. The purpose of Harmony Spiritual Center is to be joyously inclusive, spiritually enlightening, and light transforming. The principles of Harmony Spiritual Center are inclusiveness, integrity, humility, compassion, transparency, and generosity.
Please join us in our chant as we center on this
thought.
How could anyone ever tell you you were anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you were less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul. How could anyone ever tell you you were anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you were less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul. How could anyone ever tell you you were anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you were less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul. How deeply you're connected to my soul. How deeply you're connected to my soul.
Now is our time for meditation. So as you center yourself, as you breathe, think of people that you love who need some extra love, some extra light. They're going through difficulties, more so than most of us. Think of these people. Hold them in your heart. Send love and light to these people. And as you breathe, imagine you're sitting outside, listening to the birds, feeling a cool breeze on your skin, the sun caressing your face. And in this moment, you're at peace. In this moment, you have everything you need. You have the love of spirit. You're sitting in the beauty of nature, this gift from God that we can enjoy every day. Just as the rains give life to the plants, God's love gives life to us. And as we take this love in, we also get to and we choose to send it back out to other people, to other beings across the world, throughout the universe. So as we go about our week, send your own light, your own peace, and your own love out and let it ripple across the universe. And so it is.
Take this song in and keep it with you to remind you to be humble and kind. to be humble, to be kind. It is the giving of the peace in your mind. To a stranger, to a friend,
To give in such a way that
has no end.
we are love, we are one.
We are how we treat each other when the day is done.
We are peace,
We are war.
we are how we treat each
Other with nothing more. To be bold, to be brave. It is the thinking that the heart can still be saved, and the darkness can come quick. The danger's in the anger and the hanging on to it. We are love. We are one. We are how we treat each other when the day is done. We are peace. We are war. We are how we treat each other and nothing more. To be, tell me what it is to be seen. Oh, okay. You can see. A world that's full of endless possibilities, that's what I see. And heroes don't look like they used to. They look like you do. Okay, sing with me. We are love. We are one. We are how we treat each other when the day is done. We are peace. We are war. We are how we treat each other and nothing more. We are how we treat each other and nothing more. We are how we treat each other. Thank you.
Should I go in? Good morning. Would you bring me the water by the chair, please? Thank you. Good morning, beloveds, and welcome. Thank you so much for being here with us this morning. Thank you so much, Rebecca. If I don't have this water, I'll of course start choking. But no, I'm good. I'm good. A pizza coming later. It is such a wonderful honor to be able to be here with all of you who are here helping us put this together every morning, every Sunday morning. Thank you so much. You do a great job. Terry, wonderful job on the song. Thank you so much. Thank you. This is a time right now, this time of social distancing where we find ourselves at home or wherever we might be, a lot of times with someone else, a lot of times alone. It's a perfect opportunity to reflect and to think about your life, what you want, what's next for you. This won't last always. All things come and go, they pass. So when this is done, the changes that have come, the things that have gone away, how do we want to be in the world? So this is a perfect time to reflect. And I've been doing a lot of that. Thinking about my life, how I am where I am right now, how I got here, and what helps me to do those things. All of us know, we have steps. We know how we do things. It's one of those things where at this time we can reflect and say, what do I normally do that gets me here? So if you don't want to do that, you stop doing what you normally do. So it's really critical that we think about those things and start reflecting on who it is we are and what we do. So many of you know that I am a singer. And I had a band when I was overseas in Asia for 11 years. And I was in Asia for 11 years. I had the band for 6 years. And I started reflecting on how that worked and how I came to be able to do that. But it took me back to how I first started singing. And I first started singing at my grandfather's church as a young one. I think I was 9 years old when I first started singing in the choir, because in my mother's house, everybody went to church and everybody went to work. You don't just sit in the pews, okay? You got to do something. If you can't sing, you can usher. If you can't usher, you can pray. You can do something. And so my job was in the choir. And then as I got out and I started realizing that my voice is actually pretty good, and I could do something more with it out in the world, and started putting some bands together. So my very first band that I put together, I met this gentleman. I was just at a place one evening, and he's playing the guitar, and the band was pretty funky, but I thought he probably wants to get out of this band. Let's see if we can do something better with it for him. So I spoke with him after, during while he was on a break, and told him about what my plans were and how I wanted to put something together. And he wanted to do it. He wanted to work with me. So we started working together. His name was Chris. I'll never forget him. Chris Hugan. He was my first band member, lead guitar player. And every time I would go to rehearse with him or meet him at his house or whatever, he'd always be there with his guitar hanging around his shoulder, just all the time. Like washing dishes, guitar around his shoulder, on his neck, just always practicing. And I said, Chris, why do you always have your guitar? He says, I have to practice. I'm always practicing, always practicing. Always practicing. And it brings me to this thing that we've been talking about over the last few weeks. I've been talking about how we merge principle and practice, how we merge what we believe with our practices, so that we actually get to have an experience of principle, law, as an embodied experience. It's embodied. It becomes part of us. That's what practice does. And so practice has so many tangential benefits. I spoke with you guys a couple weeks ago and said that there was a couple of things that I said I wanted to do in January. It was May. I hadn't started it. I'm going to go ahead and start it now. And I have been doing that. I have been riding my bike. It's been trying to kick my... Who knew that 10 speeds were so difficult? But I'm getting there. And some of the tangential benefits, I wanted to just be out. I wanted my legs to be stronger. That's happening because, I'm climbing up these hills and the bike isn't changing gears, so whatever. Whatever. I'm going to get there soon enough. But anyway, so I'm riding the bike, and I'm loving it because I'm outside. It's wonderful. The tangential benefits, though, why I did it was because I wanted to get some exercise. What's happening is my lungs are getting better. I'm breathing better. My muscles getting better. I'm getting more balanced because I don't know if I told you the first time I got on, I fell off. So this whole thing about the biking coming back to you, yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. All right, so I fell off. There's a lot going on. But I'm starting to get some benefits now from going ahead and practicing. And I'm telling you this because we have the power to co-create our lives, right? We know that Spirit is within us, and we have the power to co-create our lives. Within us, the way we think, the way our minds work, we have the power to bring lasting peace. We talk about what's going to happen when we come out of this COVID thing, and so many wonderful things are happening beyond the COVID fact of itself, the wonderful ways that people are coming together. I'm seeing so many great things, and I know a lot of people are too. We have the power to have lasting peace. We talked about we are one. We are one. We are love, we are war. We can choose those things. We get to choose those things, and thank you for that song. It was beautiful. So the practice thing, how do we get to Carnegie Hall? Right? Practice, practice, practice. It's an old joke, but it makes sense. It's exactly what we do. And the unexpected benefits that we come from the thing you decide to do, but all the tangential and unexpected benefits only come if you practice and you take this on, and it becomes an embodied reality of the thing you're trying to do, the law, whatever it is. So what are our practices? We've talked about this before, meditation practice. And we have a meditation practice every morning at 7:30, except when Zoom isn't cooperating. But generally speaking, we have it every morning at 7:30. And I'm hearing so many great things from the participants about how their day is just set up. And they're just calm and more peaceful throughout the day. Now, they knew that when they came, they were going to learn how to practice, and maybe they were going to be able to be still for the few minutes we were together. But there's so much more happening. And we're always talking about the breath. And one of the participants said yesterday, it was such a lovely thought. She said that she had the privilege of being with someone, I think it was her mother, but I'm not quite sure, so I don't want to say that, but it was someone close to her. She had the privilege of being with them when they took their last breath. And there was someone else in the room. And when she took her last breath, she just saw this energy. And she asked the other person, she said, "Do you see that?" And they said, "Yeah, I do." And what came to her was that the breath was life. The breath was life. The breath was the soul. And so when we meditate, it's not just about being still. It isn't about that. It's about so much more, the tangential benefits. The breath of life is your soul. It's how you connect to your soul, to your higher self. And so we get all those benefits when we practice meditation, when we practice prayer. I've told you I grew up with a woman. I can't tell you how many times my mother prayed. Not just because we were driving her crazy and she had to call out to, "Jesus, help me." Not just that, but she was always praying. And I was talking with my sister a couple days ago, I think we were talking about Mother's Day. And, I told her about the talk I did and some of the lessons, and I talked to her about prayer, and she goes, that is one thing that she always did. I mean, we grew up and we knew the power of prayer because that's what she did, and so we practiced it. And now I talk to you know that my name for spirit is George. It's just it's just a name I feel when I feel the energy, and I just say that I could speak to it, so it's just George for me. But it's just whatever it is that you do. So God is available. All-knowing, all-power, everything you need. And so we just practice. It's not something that just comes. It's something that you desire, you choose, and you practice it. It becomes so much more. And we have this embodied experience of this belief. So it is available to us no matter where we are, no matter what we're involved in, no matter who we're talking with. The meditation allows us to breathe and be calm. It brings peace in any situation. And talking with God brings us knowledge, information, tools, answers, everything that we need. So those are some practices that it's for your life. And I want to talk with you about things that work for your life. I go and do classes and go to conferences and workshops, and the ones that work for me are the ones that have steps that say, this is the information, and this is the action step you take. And if you do this, if you listen to what I'm saying, and you take action on it, you will have the results you're looking for. So those are the three things that I always want to be talking about. What is it you need to know? What is it you need to do? And what are the results you're looking for? That's how we get the life that we're looking for. So this is a practical spirituality. It isn't just about woo-woo and all of that. This is practically, how do we every single day have the life we're looking for? That's why I love this way of being, this new thought way of being, because that's what it's about. So how do then we get the life that we're looking for? We claim, we declare, we own what we want. We claim it. We declare it. We talked about it in January. We don't do goals. We declare and make declarations. What is it in our lives that we want? We claim it. We own it. I am, whatever it is. That's what we do. And then when we do that, there's three things that we do. We co-create our lives by holding the thought of what it is we want in our minds. Whatever it is you're claiming, you have to claim it. You have to say for sure, this is what I want. We take action, and then we put success in the way. We put success in the way. So let me give you an example of what I mean. So this is a graduation time. This is May 2020. It's graduation time, and there are just some sad things going on for our poor graduates because they don't get the ceremony. They don't get the senior day, the prom, all the things that we all work so hard for in our years of being in school, so we could be the seniors, we could be the ones, and that's what we get, right? Not only just a graduation and our certificate to say that we are graduates, which will be with us for the rest of our lives, but there is this whole party atmosphere that they're missing. And of course, there's lots of good things that are going on. People are singing, and I think if you look at your at the PowerPoint this morning, Carter put in some beautiful graduation things that say hello and congratulations for our graduates. So lots of people are doing different things. My granddaughter, man, everybody has the one where you're like, somebody is going to have some kind of a basement apartment for her to live in because she's not going to make it. She's never going to make it. She didn't like school. Every day where there was an excuse or a reason why she couldn't go. We had her with her mother. We moved her to her father's house, her aunt. We just were trying so many things to make it exciting, to have some friends, to say, we put her with her stepsisters and brothers who were just, they were wonderful students. I mean, they were with her and saying, hey, this is how we do it. This is what mom and dad want, this blah, blah. And she still was like, she didn't want a part of it. She didn't want any part of it. So she graduated this year. I'm telling you, we all the whole family was celebrating, and we were going out to see her in Idaho. That's where she lives now with her mom and her grandmother. And not only did she graduate, but she got a scholarship to a university. So she's getting ready to do that as well. We are so excited. But what happened was we can put all the success in the way, and we can take all the actions, but she never declared it for herself. Do you understand? She never claimed it for herself. And once she did, once she said, I want this, then everything else was there. Everything else was there for her. It starts with that. Claim your life. Claim your life. Claim it. Hold that thought in your mind through your thoughts, through meditation and prayer. That's how we hold it. That's how we hold that thought. So it's not just random thoughts. Just random thoughts. What am I going to buy at the grocery store today? And who is this person walking? These are random thoughts. Thoughts held in mind is what produces what we're looking for. It's how we manifest the life we're looking for. So I remember, and I told you guys this story before, so I'm going to do a little brief thing. Holding the thoughts in mind, this is what's really critical, and declaring it. When I was living in San Diego, we were going to move. We were living up in the mountains. We wanted to move down to the city. And I found this cute, oh my God, such a cute little cottage. It was perfect for Jason and I. Wood floors, wood burning fireplace. It was up above the zoo. So the zoo was like our backyard, right? You could see it. And I didn't get it. We didn't get it. And so I was talking to George, and that's what I said. George, I'm so upset. You knew that I wanted this place. George said to me, nope, I did not. Because here's what you said. You said, this could work. This could be okay. And I agreed with you. It could be. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay. So you're saying I need to say I want this place? Correct. Because the universe agrees. The universe agrees. That's what the law is, okay? People talk about why this happened or why that happened just because someone claimed it, and the universe agrees. It's the job of the law to agree with you. Whatever you say, whatever's in your life, that's what you're agreeing to. Now, I'm not talking about accidents. I'm not talking about that. But I'm saying if you want the life you're looking for, declare it. Don't be namby-pamby and sitting on the fence, because those are the namby-pamby sitting on the fence results you're going to get. Because the law says, yes, you are correct. This could work. Yes, you are correct. It could. This will work. Yes, you are correct. This will work. Okay, this is working. Your languaging, what you believe, that's important. So the law agrees with you. You take action after you claim what it is you want. You take action. I like to use the stories of traveling because it's so easy for people to understand when you think about traveling. I was talking to some friends. I had some friends in Pensacola. We were friends when I was in Thailand, and they have a yacht, so they're always traveling around. They harbor in Pensacola, but then they travel, and they get a boat when they're overseas, and they're just always doing that. So I always said, when you're in the U.S., come to Pensacola. And we have to have a club down there, come sing, let's just have a good time. I agree, let me do that. So whenever this is all over, the plan is for me to just take a trip around the country. I have several friends I haven't seen for a while. I have some friends in in LA, friends in Pensacola. So I'm just going to take a drive through the U.S. That's my plan. But when you're going to take a trip, what is the first thing you have to do to take a trip? Plan your route. Second thing. First thing is where you going? Where are you going? How many places in the world can you go? So the first thing is to decide, I'm going to take a trip around the U.S. First thing. Then the second thing is, however you're going to do that, how am I going to do it? Am I driving? Am I flying? See, these are the action steps. So once you claim something, all the ideas and thoughts and action steps show up. And one action step leads to the next action step, leads to the next action step until you're there. That's how it works. It doesn't just show up as a trip in front of your door. If I say I want to take a trip, but I'm just sitting in front of my computer and nothing's happening, I'll be sitting on my computer with nothing happening, right? So whatever it is, claim it. Claim it. That's the first thing you have to do. Then the action steps, you have to take action. You can't just sit there and think it's going to go. Hello? Who's there? Trip. Trip. Right? Not going to happen. Not going to happen. So that's what we need to do. There's a quote, I think we talked about it the other day, and it says that pain is inevitable, okay, but suffering is optional. We have no choice. Sometimes pain comes. You all know that our beautiful, lovely Reverend Glenn Moore lost his son last night. He's in pain and will be in pain. No father should outlive his son. That's just not right. And that's where we are right now. So he is in pain. A little louder? Get louder? Okay. Am I getting too low? Getting low. All right. So, so he's in pain. That's inevitable. But how much suffering is going to happen? Those are optional issues. So 3 reasons how we know what we want and how we move. Because that's the thing that people ask me, well, you're a singer. It's clear what you should be doing. It's always clear. It is not clear. I'm too loud? Oh, slow down. Thank you. All right, so see, I get excited. I'm gone. Thank you so much. I love you guys. You're so beautiful. Slow it down. So, people ask me all the time, how do I know what I'm supposed to be doing? It's clear for you. It's not clear for me. And let me tell you, it is not clear for anybody. Looking at someone, you believe it's clear for them, but it is not. It is not. They have to do the same things you do to figure out what they should be doing or wish to do in their lives. So here's what you do. 3 things. We move and we claim something different than what we're doing through loss. 3 things. Through loss, unwanted or unexpected change. When someone, loses something, a job, a person close to them, something that they valued, you start to think about, what do I want to do next? How am I going to do? I want to do something different than I did before. Was I happy with where things were before I lost it? Why did I lose it? Was it my fault? Is there anything I can do different? You see, you start asking all these questions. So loss, change, unexpected. Those are things that start getting us to ask questions and take a look at what we want to do next. Second thing is we move and we claim something different because we're simply tired. Because we have had the same result or the same life and we feel like we're going nowhere. And we are tired. So we start asking ourselves, why am I still here? There's got to be something more. You notice it's always a question. The movement does not happen without the question happening. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. We talked about this the other night in our Science of Mind class. How do you know when the student is ready? When they start asking questions. What is mine to do now? Nothing will come until you start asking questions. That's the beginning of you knowing something different and you want something different in your life. And the third thing, we move, we claim something different because we are simply ready. We're ready. I have a brother, you guys have met him when we were out at the Arts Goggle last year. Yeah, it was last year. He has been suffering with dysfunction, with drug use, his whole life, since he was a teen. We were at his graduation, I think in February, went to his graduation. He's doing beautifully. I asked him, I said, what's different this time than before? He said, I'm just 2 things. I'm tired and I'm ready. I'm tired and I'm ready. That's it. You can't be ready for someone else. You can't be tired enough for someone else. You may be tired of it for them. You may be ready for them, but they're not. So again, that's how we move through our lives. Those 3 things, I can think of nothing else that makes me move. Then when I have a loss or an unexpected change, when I'm simply tired of my own self, ready to do something else, or I am ready. I've just gotten to a point where I'm ready to move. I'm tired of the excuses and I'm ready to move. That's it. There's nothing to worry about, feel bad about, or judge. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. So when you are ready to move, you will know. We have the power to co-create our lives by the thoughts we hold in mind, the action steps that we take, and the success that we put in the way, meaning when you decide to do something, you start to put things in your way that you have to get done so that you can be successful. When I'm getting ready to create a class, I'm getting ready to create a class now. That's something I want to do, I've been wanting to do for a long time, is to help women move through their lives to the next level, whatever that is. So I'm creating a class. So the first thing I have to do is decide I'm creating the class. The second thing I do is say, when do you want to have the class? When is the date you want to have the class? So that a calendar goes up. So I have a calendar in front of me. The date is in the middle of July. That's the date. Okay, so what has to happen before then? Well, I got to create the class. I got to put some content in. So I back it up. You got this time to create the content. Who's going to come? I got to market it, right? So there's all of these things that you put in the way so that you can be successful. For me, it was the calendar in front of me. I can't look at that calendar and go, oh, time passing, what am I doing? That's how you put success in the way. You just take action steps. So we have the power to co-create. Within us, we have our thoughts, our minds, the law, which agrees with you, whatever you say. The universe just says yes. That's its only job. Yes. 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 When we merge practice with our beliefs and principles, we experience our beliefs and our principles as embodied beliefs. They become who we are. We know what is possible. We know. We co-create the life we want. And we co-create the planet that we want to live on. Namaste. Okay, so we are thanking you again so much for being here this morning. Now is a time for our offering and blessings. And after the offertory, we will have some wonderful music by Terry again this morning. Thank you. She's our lovely songbird this morning. So if you will, with me on the PowerPoint, if you have it in front of you, divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, all that I receive, and I am grateful. And so it is.
PJ, it is so funny how things just kind of work out. PJ sets her intention, and then she had no idea the song I had chosen. I guess somebody else did. That's kind of how spirit works.
Thanks, George.
Yes, thanks, George. Yo, dude. Just kind of move with me today. What if you knew that you were beautiful? What if your smile was wild and free? What if you knew that you could take your time and everything would work out fine? What a wonderful, wonderful world this could be. What if every step of the journey was just as sweet as the final prize? What if you lost the map but you found the key? What if your life was so much fun you didn't need to try to get it all done? What a wonderful, wonderful world this could be. So give it a season without a doubt. Give it a reason to all work out. Give it a chance, give it some time, give it your best. Give it a rest. What if the great big picture suddenly dawned on everybody bright and clear? What if we gave ourselves a break and let our differences be? If we could just sit still a minute, enjoy the human race and not have to win it. What a wonderful, wonderful world this could be. Dee-be-dee-dee. What a wonderful, wonderful world this could be. Go Igor. Yeah. Ba-doo, 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 ba-doo. Ba-da-da-ba-da-da. Ba. Ooh. Ba-doo, 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 ba-doo. Ba-doo, 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 ba-doo. Doo-wee, ba-doo, boo-doo. What a magnificent point of view, here in the middle of I love you. So delicious and simple and brief. What a relief. What if every step of the journey was as sweet as the final prize? What if you lost the map but you found the key? What if your life was so much fun? Yeah, you didn't need to try to get it all done. What a wonderful, wonderful world this could be. Dee-be-dee-dee. What a wonderful, wonderful world. What a wonderful, wonderful world. What a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful world this could be. Do-ba-do-ba-do. What a wonderful world. Yes. Thank you, Ken and Igor. Woohoo!
Wow, thanks, Terry. You are a lovely songbird today. Takes us back, huh? Anyhow, we want to thank God for all the gifts that have been given and all that we receive, and wherever they go and whoever they touch, may it be doing His work and His will. We also know, and we're grateful for you continuing to tithe to this ministry, because there certainly are still expenses to keep going on to. So we will get through all of this and to be back all together hopefully very soon. Not having just virtual hugs. So thank you, God. We are so grateful. A few announcements. The beautiful flowers are from Reverend PJ, and they're in honor of her mother, Billie Jean Powell. I'd also like to say Helen Sowers had a kind of a bad fall this last week, and kind of hit her head. She's at home, but and she lost her daughter a week ago. So things have been kind of rough, so hold her in prayer. And of course, Reverend Glenn and Pat with their son Mike. We have some great classes going on right now. The meditation class is at 7:30 on every morning, but you'll have to contact Reverend PJ to get the new formula. We got hacked this week, which people have too much time on their hands, don't they? Jeez. But it's at 7:30 every morning. The lunch bunch is 12 o'clock every Tuesday. The chakra class with Reverend Pat Moore is at 6 o'clock on Wednesdays, and this will be the third out of 7. And the book club is every other Thursday, and I believe the next one is the 28th. And so anyway, and it is Where Crawfish Sing, and I'm to understand it's an incredible book. I just purchased it for Audible so that I can listen to it while I work. And sorry? 10:30 a.m. on Thursday, every other Thursday. So let's meet and greet and have just a little chat on Facebook. so you all can say hello and put out the love buttons and all of that.
You want to know who's on it? We got Kathleen. Hi, Kathleen. And Igor and Ken. No, you guys aren't on it. I can see you right here. Sandy, yes. Igor's doing something over there on the piano. Yep. Allison, nice to see you here. Aaron is watching from the booth back there. I didn't know you were back there. Hi. Artists, Pat Moore. And who else? Sandy. And David and Rebecca, Allie, and somebody named Harmony Spiritual Center. That's probably PJ. Hi, PJ. Good job today. Ricky Nix. Nix Bickle, friend of mine. Jim Anderson. Yay, good to see you.
Are you in your pajamas?
Are you in your pajamas today? Oh, hi, Janet. That's another friend of mine. Hi, guys. Anyway, are you ready? Are we ready for the next thing? So good to see everybody today. David's going to pray us out.
I'm not quite
No,
finished.
she's not done yet.
Excuse me, we didn't
You know,
do the Facebook chat.
I just kind of did the
music.
same. Oh,
So-
I just spoke too much, probably.
But what I do want to say, I want to thank you to Ken and Igor and to Terry and David and to Aaron and Master of the Video, Jim Kovalt, and Reverend PJ. We are so grateful for all of you helping put this visual service together so that people can join in and send love and be loved and know that they're not alone. So, I'm gonna go ahead.
So, celebrations, we have the upcoming birthdays. Susan Lamb on the 21st. Reverend PJ on the 23rd. We'll be asking her, how does it feel to be 32?
The anniversary of your 32nd
Those
birthday.
are two upcoming this week, and then towards the end of the month, we have Harold Wold on the 27th and Cheyenne Clark on the 29th.
Ooh, yeah.
So, any of y'all out there got a celebration? Okay.
We celebrate that you're here. We have some people joining us today in the gallery.
Yeah.
In the it was Pat. Hi, Pat. We love you. Hi, Glenn. We love you, and we hold you in our hearts right now.
So we will close with prayer and then our closing song. Sweet, sweet Spirit, Mother, Father God, Creator of all, we feel you inside of us, flowing through us, around us. Because of the love and light and life and peace you give each one of us, we get to share that with others. And so, as we go about our week, we choose to spread your love, your light, your peace, and your life energy with other people. We are so grateful. We are so blessed. So it is. Amen.
Okay, now time to get up and start moving around a little bit. Let that blood get flowing. Allie just said she's on the bed with 3 dogs. Peace in our life is growing because I choose love. Love's always present. It's what I'm made of. I choose love. We are a part of each other. We are one loving family, sharing one son. I choose love. I choose love. Woo! I choose love. Take take that through this week. Claim it. Woo!
Have a great week.
Reach out to a friend. If you haven't talked to someone in a while, give them a call. Text them and say, I'm thinking of you.
Email, messenger, Zoom, however, reach out.
If you haven't been off your sofa this morning, get up, walk around, open the window and listen to the birds. Hug yourself.
Dance with your partner.
I choose love. I choose love. Bye. Thanks for coming.
That's all, folks.
We love you.